Kengan Ashura vs Baki, a battle of two of the biggest anime and manga in their genre. And today, I'm gonna be talking about some things you might want to know before watching Kengan Ashura vs Baki. But before I start today's video, let me know in the comment section below, who do you think will win, Ohma Tokita or Baki Hanma? And if you would like to interact with me, my community, show off your art, drop some memes, talk in general, or maybe even self-promote, then you can join the Discord that can be found in the description box below. But anyway, here is everything you will need to know about Kengan Ashura vs Baki. The version of Baki will more likely than not be Baki immediately post Yujiro fight, since that is where the anime left off after all. And also, many people are saying that Baki will just blow Ohma out of the water and defeat him easily. But we have to remember, this is not manga Baki. This is anime Baki before he became overpowered. And also, it is confirmed that Baki will be activating Demon Back, as it was shown on a little post by Netflix, which also means that Ohma will more likely than not also activate Advance, which will lead to a pretty interesting matchup. And also, even though only the anime versions of both Ohma and Baki will be used, they will still have most of their abilities. And it will be a close fight, with Baki still being a master at grappling, which many people forget since he hasn't grappled much recently at all. But there is a reason that the series was originally called Baki the Grappler. And also, Baki is able to endure a ton of damage, as he has been shown being thrown out of buildings, landing and being perfectly okay. And also, Baki is incredibly fast, as he has been shown destroying trained fighters in literal seconds, as well as Baki's intelligence being also immensely high in terms of martial arts prowess, with Baki being an extremely adaptive fighter during his fights. However, Ohma Tokita is no average trained fighter, with Ohma having an enormous bag of techniques. Ohma is a powerful fighter whose strength, speed, and endurance are far above any average humans. He is an excellent fighter in all statistics. In extreme situations where Ohma's stamina is completely depleted, Ohma is able to involuntarily perform autophagy, breaking down his housekeeping proteins and allocating them to basic life functions, allowing Ohma to fight far past his limits, which will come in handy against an opponent like Baki, who is a fighter that can also fight while being near and even past his limits. But Ohma's both saving grace as well as his potential downfall will be his advance. The advance is a special technique in the other half of the Nico style, and by overclocking his heart, Ohma's speed, acceleration, and torque increase to the point that it also increases his damage output. And at its maximum output, Ohma's speed and power drastically increases. But because of how this technique works, it also prevents Ohma from using certain techniques of the Nico style, the adamantine kata especially. And if Ohma decided to attempt to use these two techniques at the same time, he could risk rupturing blood vessels at a level of output which could kill him and even leave him in critical condition. But either way, it would lead to Baki being the victor in the end. And Jack Hanma will also be fighting in this movie. And the version of Jack Hanma that will be used is him immediately after his pickle fight, meaning this version of Jack will not have gone through the training arc that he went through in the manga. Also meaning that he will not have his Gaudo during his fight with Ryan, meaning this version of Jack is much more aggressive and less thoughtful during his fights, with much more of a brute strength type of fighting style. Both Jack and Ryan are the perfect matchup, with them both being insanely direct fighters. Jack's body is strong enough to surpass drugs, even though he used abnormal amounts of them. However, due to his super steroids, Jack has a tendency to fight like a rabid animal, and he also has a severe determination to finish fights through to the end. His great determination and ferocity in battle allows Jack to continue fighting even after suffering very serious injuries. One of Jack's main techniques is biting, and his biting force is equal to that of a crocodile, which can easily crush wood with its teeth. And despite Jack mainly using brute force to fight, Jack can be considered a tactical fighter. and he is smart enough to counter and outmaneuver his opponents. While on the other hand, Jack's opponent, Ryan, is a violent and psychopathic man who cares for domination, violence, and killing. Ryan is an absolute physical powerhouse, even for a Kure. And Ryan takes full advantage of this with his ferocious fighting style. And even without using removal, Ryan is extremely durable and has an insane level of endurance. This fight will be a very bloody one, filled with trash talk. And Jack Hanma was also shown biting Ryan in the trailer, but this would most likely only get Ryan even more amped up. And then we have Kaoru Hanayama versus Saw Paiying Yorizuka. Yorizuka sports a similar martial arts style to Muay Thai named Letue, with the big difference between these two being a lack of padding. This lack of padding in this sport means that fractures are more of a common occurrence. With this constant cycle of fracturing and repairing, Saw Paiying's bones have become so dense that they've become near indestructible, allowing him to withstand and deliver powerful blows with no fear for fractures. While on the other hand, Hanayama is an immensely powerful gangster who mostly relies on his raw physical power and his grip. Hanayama's grip strength is in fact so strong that if he grabs an opponent's arm, he can even cause it to explode from constricting the blood flow. And Hanayama also has an insane durability due to his bones that have even been shown blocking as well as stopping Musashi Miyamoto's sword slashes with just his knuckles bone. And it seems like there will even be some side fights, with there being a couple frames in the trailer revealing multiple potential fights, with a variation of Baki characters as well as Kengan Ashura characters making appearances in the crowd. It seems like it's inevitable. And sadly, the ogre Yujiro Hanma has not made any appearances so far in any trailers, or even teasers as a matter of fact, meaning he will most likely not be in the film. And if Yujiro is in the film, it will most likely just be a brief segment. This movie will be insane, with it being what I believe to be the best crossover in anime since the Soul Eater and Fire Force crossover. And once again, let me know in the comment section below, who do you think will win? Tokita Ohma or Baki Hanma? And if you would like to interact with me, my community, show off your art, drop some memes, talk in general, or maybe even self-promote, then you can join the Discord that can be found in the description box below. And if you enjoyed today's video and would like to support me, then you can leave a like and subscribe. It's completely free on your end and helps me out way more than you may think. But that will be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this far, and I hope you enjoyed the movie. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!